Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Welcome to another episode of Action Video Game Talk. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson. Thanks for joining me today or tonight or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. We have another list of news articles to go through, so let's just hop right into them. 4J Studios is working to bring the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim-themed Minecraft DLC pack to PlayStation consoles, Mojang has confirmed. The Skyrim Mashup Pack was released for Minecraft's Xbox 360 edition last year and offered players textures, character skins, music, and redesigned UI, and a chance to explore locations from Bethesda's RPG and Mojang's indie blockbuster. 4J first confirmed it would bring the DLC to Sony's platforms on Twitter, saying that while PlayStation platforms would get the Skyrim pack, it wouldn't be this month. It's going to be cool, really awesome, and we think it is really cool to continue the cooperation with Bethesda, Mojang told IGN. Don't have a release date, but we're working on it as fast as we possibly can. It will be soonish. So it seems some of the Minecraft DLC that was only for the Xbox 360 version is finally making its way over to the Sony systems. Now, hopefully this means that some of the other stuff will be coming over too. Now, I know me personally, I'll be looking forward to seeing if the Doctor Who stuff comes over. But being able to explore the Skyrim stuff in Minecraft is going to be awesome indeed. Although they didn't mention an actual release date, they say soonish. So, if it's not this month, it's next month. So, if they want to do a real surprise, they might be bringing it out any time. But that's if they want to do that. And speaking with IGN, Ubisoft producer confirmed that there would be 3 total time anomalies present in Assassin's Creed Unity. The first, revealed in a trailer released by Ubisoft, featured Assassin's Creed Unity main character navigating Paris during World War II. He says, "Paris is a very old city. It already existed in the Roman times. We wanted to bring more than just one era to our players. And obviously, we wanted to bring the Eiffel Tower to our players. So there are 2 other time anomalies apart from this one. And there are other opportunities to visit those time anomalies. Time anomalies are glitches in the Animus that allow the players to visit other eras and compete in a variety of challenges, both navigational and combat in nature. At this point in time, there is no word on what these other time anomalies might be." Now, most people have probably seen the little trailer that they had that showed the main character from Assassin's Creed Unity jump into the World War II part of Paris and climbing the Eiffel Tower and, I guess, kind of fighting off against some Nazis or whoever in some blimps, planes, and stuff like that. Now, according to this, there's going to be 2 more time anomalies, but they aren't saying where they're going to take place in the time periods. So, as far as we know, there could be one that takes place in more modern time, which would be a nice thing. I've heard from one person that there is no present time in the game from what he's played so far. 2 of the big questions here is, what are the other time anomalies, and is there only 2 more? Avalanche Studios announced Just Cause 3, marking the 3rd entry in the open world series based around extravagant stunts and 80s action movie moments. And an array of new details regarding the game's open world, story, and more have been revealed. Just Cause 3 is set in the Mediterranean, but its locale is just one from its numbered processors. Although the new map is about the same size as Just Cause 2's in terms of area, Avalanche's volumetric terrain adds more versatility to the new world. Players can not only descend into subterranean caverns, but climb towering structures that change up the relatively flat experience of Just Cause 2, according to the most recent issue of Game Informer magazine. Just Cause shines when you get the player to be comfortable being in the air, director Roland Lestler-Lynn told Game Informer. We spent a lot of time talking about what it is that encourages a player to be vertical, to be creative. Despite a Just Cause 2 mod that added multiplayer to the entry, Avalanche is opting for another single-player only experience with a new installment. The developer didn't rule out a multiplayer mode completely, but said its focus is in the single-player sandbox right now. Avalanche also stressed that Just Cause 3 is not free to play. It's a full-price title, according to Game Informer. Although no specific release date is known, the game will release in 2015 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Just Cause 2 was another one of those awesome games that was an open sandbox. You can go and explore as much as you want. And they had a lot of Easter eggs in there too. Now apparently this is going to be kind of the same thing with this, with Just Cause 3 that's just now announced. And it's going to be in 2015. No actual date, but they're saying 2015. And it's going to be for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Now it seems that you're going to be able to, I guess, ascend to higher levels, along with, I guess, descending into caverns. I think this kind of stuff happened in the second one too, so it's not really that much of a departure here. Now, one thing to note on here, why would anyone be thinking that Just Cause 3 is a free-to-play game? I mean, the previous Just Cause games were retail release games. This is going to be an actual full-price game. Why the hell would anyone be thinking otherwise? The closing credits of LEGO Batman 3 featured a short cameo from a bright-colored T-Rex set to the familiar strains of the Jurassic Park theme. First noted by LEGO enthusiast site The Brick Fan, the tease is the latest piece of evidence that we should expect a LEGO Jurassic World game next year. LEGO announced in October it would be releasing licensed Jurassic World LEGO sets in May 2015, ahead of the film's opening on June 12, 2015. A leaked internal memo from retailer Toys R Us the month prior discussed this, as well as mentioning the existence of a LEGO Jurassic World game due for release in 2015. Now, when it comes to these LEGO games, they can be doing all kinds of teasing for different LEGO type games. But apparently there was stuff leaked about an actual LEGO playset for Jurassic World leading up to the actual release of the Jurassic World movie. And it wouldn't surprise me if they do release a LEGO Jurassic Park or LEGO Jurassic World. I mean, technically at this point, they could add LEGO to anything. I mean, just about anything. I mean, guess what? You can make, like, LEGO Pets a video game and release it for, like, the handhelds for little kids. I mean, there's one that's going around. There's one possible situation that has been going around that they should be looking at, and that is LEGO Doctor Who. Just recently, they did the 50th anniversary for Doctor Who. What was it, Traveler's Tales games? And Warner Brothers, they should be looking at this. They should be looking at the possibility of other franchises. Not just, a dinosaur park or something like that. Actual franchises that can last as long as Doctor Who has. I mean, they would be making tons of money. Not only in the UK where the Doctor Who is from, but here in the US with the Doctor Who fans. But then again, there are so many other LEGO properties that they probably are working on and have lined up already. One of the most anticipated elements of Grand Theft Auto Online experience is teaming up for heists with friends. It's a feature that's been promised since the beginning, but a year later hasn't made its way into the game. Now, Rockstar says that heists are coming, and we likely won't have too long to wait. We know you're all excited for more updates to come, and we've got some really exciting stuff in the works to continue adding to, expanding and evolving the world of Grand Theft Auto Online, including the highly anticipated launch of Online Heists, which will be available for all 4 consoles as the first GTA Online update to happen after the game launches on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, the company writes. We'll have some details on that very soon as well. Rockstar has been updating Grand Theft Auto Online experience with new timed, limited events, Rockstar certified jobs, clothing, and mission types. Online Heists will bring the experience a big step closer to meeting fans' expectations. So after so long of waiting and wondering and asking for it, they're just now getting around to it. Why, Rockstar? Why? Why is it taking these guys so long to finally get something that was promised since the beginning, since the launch of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online? But now we know the Grand Theft Auto Online heists are coming in the first update after the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One launch. So it will be available for every system version of Grand Theft Auto Online. For PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360. According to this, it'll be available on all those after the launch on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Well, that's it for this episode of Action Video Game Talk. Once again, thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. Later on, I'll have the separate clips up for the different news articles if you want to check those out. Down below, I'll have the link for the Facebook page if you want to check that out. So, until next time, bye!